If the last Boy Scout taught us anything, it's... But we'll see if Friday night is indeed a great night for football when the UFL kicks off the season on Friday night, March 28th, in what will be a spotlight game, and that's going to happen every Friday night throughout the UFL season. Here are 3 things Fox can do to indeed make Friday night a great night for football for the UFL.
Friday night's a great night for football.
Number 1, the Friday night slot can open up the UFL to a whole new audience. Fox can use this opportunity to do a pregame show, whether it's 5 minutes or 15 minutes. The Fox crew can look ahead to the game, but there's a larger opportunity to sell the UFL to a broader audience. I think it would be a mistake to just throw up a couple of graphics and some music, then kick off after 30 seconds of previewing the game in the booth. The UFL is full of good stories. They've told a few in the off-season promos. What a great time to introduce newcomers to the league with the real stories of the players and coaches and even the fans. The game's the thing, no doubt, but the icing on the cake that is spring football is what powers it, the dreams of these players to either move to the next level or just continue their career. Let's open up the UFL with a little pregame hype opening up every Friday night. Number 2, I don't know yet if Fox will have the ability to flex games, but since Fox is part owner of this league and giving a primetime slot to the sport, you have to think that that option is there. They may need to exercise that option because right now there are some questionable games on this Friday night lineup. It was a bit of a head-scratcher that the debut Friday night game on March 28th, which is the kickoff of Season 2, is the St. Louis Battlehawks at the Houston Roughnecks. Now, if that game was in St. Louis, I don't think there would be any question that it would be a wild atmosphere and the optics of that environment to a new audience would be incredible. However, this game is at Houston. Okay, the Roughnecks are returning to TD-ECU Stadium after playing at Rice to pretty sparse crowds in 2024. As Anthony Miller of Sports Illustrated points out, the Roughnecks averaged just over 7,000 fans in 5 matchups there. However, he reports that there were just over 12,000 fans a game in 6 matchups in 2023 at TD-ECU Stadium. I believe Fox and the UFL were rolling the dice on this debut, and maybe the Roughneck fans are reinvigorated with a return to their old home and a revamped front office that is looking for much better than a 1-9 record from 2024. We'll find out week 1. Some other games that could be gambles in a Friday night spotlight. Look at week 2, Birmingham at Detroit at Ford Field, where we saw some of the worst crowds in the league last year. That's followed by another Ford Field game 2 weeks later when the Memphis Showboats come to town. In weeks 7 and 8, home games at San Antonio, where the Brahmas fans really got hosed by scheduling. They don't have a game at the Alamo Dome until week 5 because of the arena's availability. That said, what if the Brahmas are struggling? That could affect fan attendance and not look great in a primetime game in back-to-back weeks. There could be some sexier matchups with better crowds by that point of the season, and that would certainly look better on Fox. So an option to flex has to be on the table. And number 3 along those lines, let's make this a thing both on TV and in the community. There are varying degrees of atmospheres and game experiences at the different venues across the league. Because of the way the league staffs the teams, there's not a year-round presence, so in a few markets, the general population is unaware there's even a UFL team there. Boots on the ground make a difference, so if your staff is only available during the season, the teams should use that to their advantage and make this an event on Friday night in the markets. Nationally, Fox has an opportunity to make this a springtime event every Friday, and Fox UFL Friday, as it is branded in the press release, could benefit from promotion across the networks. Doing so grabs the casual viewers to at least know what it is and be interested, and honestly, won't it make some of us spring football fans feel a little better that our pastime is getting some national pub? Yeah, I don't know. But I'm still optimistic about the Fox UFL on Friday and the opportunity it presents for the UFL in Season 2. Those are just a few of my thoughts on this. What do you think about the Fox UFL Friday? Let me know down in the comments. Reed Johnson from the Markcast and I kind of broke down the entire schedule and looked at some of these games. You can check out that video on his channel right here. More spring football videos as we get closer to the kickoff of UFL Season 2, so be sure to like and subscribe right here.